My Hero Vigilantes episode 6, and oh my gosh, what the heck is going on here? This episode adapts chapters 10 and 11 from the manga. So we start out by following Stendhal as he confronts a bunch of Yakuza, and here we do actually get the confirmation that he is in fact Stain, as he uses the Blood Curdle quirk in order to defeat them. The really interesting little detail, it's kinda neat that he actually uses band-aids to store the blood that he then licks, and afterwards we find out that he's working with Queen who gave him those blood samples. So very interesting seeing just how much she's able to manipulate, and after we catch up with those thugs from episodes 1 and 2 who are doing well now all healed up, the leader of them, Soga, is now also meeting up with Queen. She asks him and begs him even to try more trigger, but at the same time it's also a setup as she's gotten Stendhal there as well. So kind of a kill two birds with one stone, get Soga to try out more of the drug and test it, but also have Stendhal there to kill him and hopefully the rest of his friends in order to tie up some loose ends. And this is where Koichi comes in, catching up with Stendhal and realizing that he might not be as moral as he thought he was, and also recognizing Soga having some mercy on him and trying to save him. And so Stendhal continues pursuing, and I was wondering how exactly his quirk would work with Koichi's, like if it completely stuns all use of any quirks, or as long as Koichi's just kind of like on the ground, maybe he would continue to keep moving, but especially with all the added weight, he's definitely immobilized. But KNUCKLDUSTER comes in to bail him out, and yeah, this is a really cool fight. I love the idea of Stendhal versus KNUCKLDUSTER in this, specifically because they're kind of similar, though not necessarily fully the same. Definitely Stendhal is willing to go a lot farther in terms of killing people, but at the end of the day he still respects him, which is why he doesn't want to fight at first. And with the narration that Stendhal is giving during the fight, it just lines up so perfectly. My favorite part was the whole thing where he's saying that a hero steps over the line, and at the same time KNUCKLDUSTER is standing there and steps over the line that he had set on the ground, faking Stendhal out, making him think that he was going to counter him as soon as he passes that, but instead, you know, taking the step himself. Yeah, it's just really well done and fits. But oh gosh, the punch that Stendhal takes to the face from KNUCKLDUSTER, man, now I understand why his face is so messed up later on. So with the mask now broken, Stendhal escapes to fight another day. Well, obviously, we know what happens to him later on. And now everything's all calmed down. Popstep comes by with first aid and is able to help Soga. So at the very least, it seems like now this is going to be the point where they can start making amends and all maybe working together towards something, which again was established in the last episode. But yeah, in terms of Stendhal, I was really thinking he would stick around a little more as his persona. But yeah, we can definitely see that he's got a lot going on inside his head, as KNUCKLDUSTER not only shattered his mask, but his outlook on the world, and this is part of what drives him to become the hero killer Stain. I might have liked it to last a little longer, but I can't deny this made for an insane moment, as at the very end he's looking at himself and just cuts his own nose off. You know, it's not as gruesome as it could be, but it was still definitely a lot more than we would normally see for My Hero Academia. See, I thought it was a design choice all along, just giving him a weird nose, but it turns out, yeah, he actually did just cut it off. So very interesting thing to say here about masks and heroes, or masks and villains, I guess. The big thing is the fight between Stendhal and KNUCKLDUSTER. And again, it is one of those things I think could have been drawn out a little more in terms of, you know, the action. And like these two episodes aren't just an origin for him, I'm really hoping that he sticks around for a bit more, though if that is the case, we know he definitely won't be beaten because of how he appears in the main series. So yeah, let me know what you think about this episode in the comments.